Wait, he just bent explosives? That's amazing! That's brilliant! I love how dramatic that was. Definitely an entrance. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 12. Now, I'm just excited to get into this one because they're all finally back together. We have been watching them struggle through all their separate little issues, but now they are back together as a group, and I'm just hoping that it just feels better now. Because the last episode, I mainly had problems with it because of they just didn't believe Mako, and they had to see it to believe it, which is just a really shame to think about. His own brother chose Varrick over him. Now, what I'm hoping for is that gets explained in the fact that they were separated. If they were together, they'd believe in each other and they'd fight for each other, but because they were separated, they are lesser because of that. That's the only way that storyline is going to make sense, because I just can't imagine how Bolin could possibly choose Varrick over Mako, no matter what. They're brothers. They've been through so much together, yet he just chooses not to believe him in this moment. I'm also hoping that Asami can get some more to do, because it's kind of difficult, because we're going into the whole spirit thing now. They've gotten the boat, they've got the Jubilee boat, which I love the name for, and now they're going to the Southern Pole to fight Unalaq. The dad's been captured, all of this stuff. I can see Korra, she can do fine here. This is like her perfect bad guy. It's not intellectual battling, it is actually just fighting him. It's much more suited to her than Aman was, but then what really do the rest of her group have to do? They're messing with spirits and all of this stuff, and it's right in Korra's wheelhouse, and I'm just wondering what Asami and Bolin and Mako will be able to do in all of this. Yeah, then on the other side of that, Junor is still captured, so that's still, her spirit is still in the spirit world. I'm not, how long can that really just stay there? I feel like that's just, that needs to be solved rather quickly, I feel like. I don't think it's healthy to have your spirit separated from you for this length of time. So hopefully that can be sorted in this episode, because that just concerns me and I want Tenzin to be happy. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description, of them uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Okay, I'm guessing this is what, because her spirit's out of there, so I'm guessing this is what's keeping her, like, going, maybe, or just keeping the body healthy, while she can't actually do anything. I love how she airbends. It's so fun just seeing how angry she airbends and just how violent it is. It's so different than anything like we've seen, and it's just nice that Tenzin's there, like, encouraging it, not telling her to just do it his way.
What the coat? And where did you get that pie?
It's a Varrick ship.
Good point. What?
Whole level filled with funhouse mirrors. Of course, there's also the cat gator deck.
What? What is this ship? I want to explore it now. What else is on this place?
Have you told Korra yet about how you guys broke up and then you kind of started dating Asami while she was off getting attacked by dark spirits?
I don't think he's ever going to mention that.
Waiting for the right moment.
Oh,
wait, is he actually going to try and break up with her? Wait for a memory to come back and just see what happens then. Or maybe it can come back.
You just have to do it fast and get it over with.
Hate it when you listen to me.
Okay, just do it, please. Maybe do it after the battle, maybe? I feel like it would motivate her, maybe, with anger. She should be ready, hopefully ready, but Unalaq is just insanely powerful. You're so chickened out. You won that anger directed at Unalaq, not him.
Thanks, Mako.
Shut it.
Did you want something?
No.
Yeah, no, not the best time. Talk to Asami, maybe, just see what you can do.
Then we can rendezvous with Tonraq and his troops, crash through the defenses around the portal.
They don't know Tonraq's been captured.
Since when does my little brother want to crash or blast through anything?
I'll do whatever it takes to save my daughter.
Oh.
But I think your plan might be a tad over
Yes,
aggressive.
listen to Boomy. He's actually in the military. Boomy's probably the best person you could listen to at this point.
An attack like this calls for strategy.
Please build on him.
We managed to capture them all with just a feather, 2 eggs.
Great, there's a lovely story, but please.
I want to hear any of your crazy stories now. This is
Yes,
serious.
please, just come up with a brilliant strategy, please.
I just picked up a distress signal from the southern troops. There's a problem.
Yeah, Unalaq has captured Tonraq. Now, change the plan.
Mom!
Where is, so this is just, is this her house? This can't be a house, right? Is this a prison? This is her training ground.
Unalaq wiped out the entire southern resistance and captured your father.
He left you alive or uncaptured and good. You're free to do whatever.
Where's my mother?
She's in the healing hut. So many injured.
Okay, but they're allowed to do stuff. Does Unalaq have full control? Are everyone here free to do what they want? They're not imprisoned, they're just being healed. I feel like Unalaq would have come for them.
Her soul is trapped in the spirit world.
How long has she been away?
You've seen this before.
Almost a week.
A week?
I've tried to keep her energy flowing, but I can feel her slipping away.
Oh no. She's seen it before. I'm sure Aang would have done this. She's got this. Katara is probably the best person to take this to. So with this whole spirit thing, you have to artificially, like, move the energy within her like the spirit would if it was there. It shouldn't, that's been a week. Ay, ay, ay.
Harmonic Convergence is only a few hours away.
Then we have to break through the enemy lines ourselves and get to
The
the...
portal's a giant light, right? Can they go at, like, can they fly into it?
You know, I was in a similar situation once. My platoon had crawled through the desert with no water for a week.
More stories. I just want him to come up with a brilliant strategy. Can he just come up with a strategy? I'm sure these stories have relevance.
I realized our only chance to get to the water was to drop in from up.
Drop him from above. Use that.
Enough of your ridiculous lies! Can't you see that the fate of the world and Genora's life depends?
Yeah, that's why he has no patience right now. But that strategy could work. Catapult them in.
But we have a flying bison and there's a plane on Varric's ship. Of
course there
Maybe
is.
we
Another
can
one.
attack from above.
Attack from above.
Mako, Bolin, and I can use the plane to create a distraction. And you, Tenzin, Bumi, and Kaya can fly into the spirit portal.
Okay, so the Avatar gang is reduced to distractions because this whole threat is just so cosmic. I'm hoping that maybe next season the threat may be a bit less because I want the other three to be able to participate a bit more. Right now they simply can't because the story has gotten so massive.
The invasion was completely successful, and the southern tribe is under our control.
I still want these two to turn good. I have hope.
Everything I've achieved so far will pale in comparison.
What else is there? The water tribe is
They
united.
don't know.
After today, there will be no more water tribe, no more nations of any kind.
Yeah, great.
The world is about to be transformed into something magnificent.
Who hurt you? Why do you want to do this? What happened to you? I need to know his past. What happened to him to get him to this conclusion? Okay, this is a really cool shot, seeing a plane with a sky bison. Or a flying bison, because apparently this is a different species of them.
Are you ready?
I'm an earthbender strapped to the wing of a plane, so no!
Yeah, no, Toph wasn't happy being on a blimp. Oh, no. Okay, that's why you can't go in from above. There's spirits circling the thing. Great. Are they expecting this? Don't tell me they're expecting this.
I think they were expecting it!
How? How did they know about going above? No, I get that the spirits, they just seem like they're naturally just swirling the thing. But how did people know that they were going to go from above? I mean, I guess it is their only option. How good is their aim? It seems like if you get past that bunker, you should be good. Okay, this will be a good scene for them if they can get past this whole thing. I mean, what can Bolin even bend up here? Does he have anything? Tammy just brought some stones, but then if he throws them, they're gone. Oh, he's got a parachute on. Is he going to jump? Oh no, is the bag full of rocks? Nice, but didn't do a lot. Oh! Wait, he just bent explosives? That's amazing!
If we can find a way in from the other side.
What? Oh no. Okay, and how does Unlock have control over these things? It's that shared motivation. What happened to the bison? Okay, but why does it look like it's corrupted?
The spirits are weighing Oogie down. We're losing out.
Okay, it's not corruption, it's just clinging to it.
Sticky, nasty little blob of bull.
Go on, Boomy! Oh no.
If I go, you're coming.
I gotta remember, he can't bend. And he's just a regular person falling too. They were close to the ground. Okay, good. And it's snowy. He should be fine. But he's with a spirit. That seems kind of bad. I love seeing this kind of combat, because of course, all we've been familiar with is like the Fire Nation attacking and stuff. This is so cool to see like the Water Tribe being the antagonist, and just seeing them wage a war. I mean, all you gotta do is get into it. Can you just try and dive the thing? I love that Bolin can like bend this stuff. It's amazing.
Eric was filming this! We can call it Nuktuk! Sky Warrior!
He still sees it as positive. I mean, I guess Varric is kind of he didn't really manipulate Bolin. He still did the propaganda. I get, it's kind of chaotically neutral. Kind of. He goes back and forth. And the twins.
Brace yourselves!
You did amazing. Okay, that's rough. Where's Bolin go? Because dear, you were thrown from that. How can they live? Now they're just stuck lying in the cold. And you're all so far away. This went very badly. Can Korra just brute force this? No? No? Blacked out? Oh no. Oh no, waking up to your father.
Don't give up. Harmonic Convergence isn't here yet. We still have...
It was a week away. Genora's been like that for a week. Oh, they saved them. Kind of.
We tried.
Do they bring you near it?
You don't know what you're doing, Unalaq. Bringing Vaatu won't make you powerful. It will only make you a traitor to everything good.
I think he wants kind of both. He doesn't care, does he?
You think what Avatar wanted was good? The Avatar hasn't brought balance, only chaos.
Technically true, but it's their duty to redo it, or just to fix things.
But there shouldn't be a bridge. We should live together as one.
Interesting worldview. So how can you try and get Vaatu and Rava back together? That's the only way to fully get balance back.
With Vaatu. And together we will become the new Avatar.
What?
A dark Avatar.
That's nuts. What? Why?
Your era is over.
Oh dear, how skewed. Oh, I guess that technically would be balance. That would be a balance-ish.
But you're still a man. You're still my brother. You're Eska and Desna's
He
father.
doesn't have the other elements either. Juan had all the elements before he did that stuff.
The only difference is that while she can barely recognize her own spiritual power, I will be in complete alignment with mine.
Oh dear, It's convincing.
No one will be able to stand against us.
Come on, you two.
After the Harmonic Convergence, I will come for Korra.
But you, as a man of balance, you should know that you can't kill and eliminate Korra or destroy the spirit stuff.
I failed in every way. We've lost Jinora for...
No, oh yeah, you still got that going on.
They didn't get Boomy.
True, he's buried in the snow with the spirit. Come on, Boomy, you've got to do this. Please, save the day. There it is. Wondering where you went. It's not attacking, it's being slow. What's it doing?
Well, bring it on!
Don't punch it because then it will react. It will react to punches, and punches do nothing. You actually punched it! Like, and it... No. No, you did nothing. No. Okay, but what can you do? So no, it punched you because you punched it. Maybe, can you try... How can you get out of this situation other than trying to, like, understand the spirit? Yeah. Look, it's doing exactly what you're doing back to it. Apart from, I guess, fighting you, maybe. Don't fight it. Music, maybe? Is that light spirit? What happened? Music?
Looks like we've got a music lover here.
Is music the answer? Seems good. Okay. Boomy the Spirit Whisperer. Awesome. And Spirit Charmer. Okay, so now you just gotta get a massive speaker and play your music to the entire spirits.
Eska, Desna, listen to me.
Come on, cousins, family.
I know he's your father, but Vaatu has made him completely crazy.
I wouldn't say it's Vaatu. I think he's just insane.
Once he fuses with Vaatu, no one will be safe.
Yeah, in balance. So the Avatar's role is to bring balance and, I guess, do good. To save people. Unalaq's purpose would be to do the opposite.
Our father is the wisest man in the world. If he says what he is doing is right, I believe him.
It's a skewed version of right. Technically, it would bring balance, but I don't think that's right. Right is just and good. That is Korra. It's not Vaatu.
You know, if I wanted some ball of evil lurking over my shoulder all the time, I'd have stayed home with my mother-in-law.
Okay, lovely. But yeah, so bunch of dark, nasty spirits, and nothing's attacking anyone.
Spirit Army, your general is here!
Tell me this works. It's gonna be... Please, this would be so cool.
It's working!
It's actually working. They actually like music. No, they don't. No, they don't. Okay, oh, that would have been really cool. So why did it work on the other one? Why was that one special? Why do these ones hate music? Is it because they're closer to Unalaq? Get in the mech. Now what? Tell me. Oh, great, they can go through it! Or they can just... what is it? They're going to possess it. Cause chaos. This could be good. Yeah, chaos is neither good or bad. It's just chaos. Oh, you still have some kind of control. Just break everything. Hopefully you hit Korra's tent. Not there yet. Which one is it? The one at the back? And here we go. Yep. What is it? Eject? Yay! Oh dear for you, it's turned. That could have run you over. What kind of ejector seat is that?
All right.
That's brilliant. Excellent work. Look at their faces. Tarnok, of course, kind of broken. Come on, appreciate the madness of that. That's brilliant.
How did you manage to take out this entire encampment on your own?
He destroyed it all.
Ah, never mind. You wouldn't believe it anyway.
His stories are all true, aren't they? None of them is a lie.
You run into the portal. I'll try to hold off anyone who comes after you.
He's...
No, you're too...
Absolutely. Yeah, you are in no shape to fight.
I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
I love seeing how far their relationship has come. It's just nice to see how mended that is.
Mako and Bolin will take care of Unalaq while I close the portals so Vaatu can't escape.
I don't think Mako and Bolin can handle Unalaq.
So we're fighting Unalaq, you close the portals, and let's just say something happens to you. Are we gonna be trapped in there for eternity?
That's a good point.
If everything goes as planned, we'll all walk out together after Harmonic Convergence. If not...
Yeah, if not what? You're gonna be stuck in there. Genoa would be kind of... Yeah, what? Oh, Genoa!
Let's go.
Okay, if they fail, Genoa is gone completely. But I mean, her spirit didn't have to go through the portal. You just need to maybe... how do you get her spirit back? Can you put the spirit through the portal? I feel like that can make things worse. Was he? Yep, he doesn't. Yeah, he's fine with this. He's just so insanely calm about this entire thing. Her power is elevated here. Tell me her power is just insane here. With his bending, but I feel like he's not, like, spirit, he's closer to spiritual stuff. But these two aren't. Okay, closing it, but then what does this mean? I mean, this would weaken Vaatu, Harmonic Convergence would pass, and then, yes, this could work. This could very easily work. You just gotta keep them distracted, but I don't think this is gonna work. I feel like Juan closed it faster. Can she try and remember how Juan did it? You can push the boulder!
I know you feel it coming.
You're not closing. No, no. Is it because this is happening that you can't close it? It's like, maybe it's like a faucet where it's just all the power's running through, and if you try and put your hand over it, it's... Yeah, no. Oh, great. No. Yeah, it's like that. It was too strong. Purple. Lovely. Is that Vaatu? Is that Vaatu's way over everything? Is that him winning? That's him winning. Oh, you can see the whole world. At least the sky looked kind of pretty. But purple is certainly a colour. Great. Just great. And lightning, oh, he's going to be free. Great. Big bad kite is back. I love how dramatic that was. Definitely an entrance. Now, what do you do? You've trapped him before. You can do it again. This ain't over. Is it? Okay. Well, the episode's over. Because, like, I'm thinking, the convergence confuses me. I don't think I'll ever understand it. But, like, the purple. Why did that happen? You had the thing happen, but then no one decided who won. They were still, like, they could still fight. So why did this... Yeah. I thought the reason it became so light was because Vaatu got locked away. So technically, wouldn't this be a balanced fit? And it only looks dark because it's, like, no longer fully light controlled? But yeah, so now Vaatu is free. That is a nightmare in itself. But it's not too bad. You can lock him back up again, hopefully. But you're going to have to do it fast. I feel like Juan did... No. Harmonic Convergence must have to be over before you can do it, because when it's open, he can break out. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait for the planets to pass, then lock him back up. But then you gotta hope that Unalaq doesn't mess with things before that. Like, what would happen if he does actually become an avatar? That would be, like, so nuts. You'd have a light and dark avatar in the... I mean, technically, that could be a really cool idea. In just, now that we understand the whole aspects of what the avatar is, having a dark and light one is interesting. But I feel like the whole point of the light one is the mutual understanding of the two. It's a light thing that they have going. How on earth would Unalaq and Vaatu work together? It wouldn't be mutually beneficial. I feel like, if anything, Vaatu, since it's the epitome of darkness and evil, would basically puppet around Unalaq as a corpse. He would not have free will. Free will isn't inherently a positive thing. If you take away free will, that's a bad thing. So that would align with Vaatu's whole niche. But then, is Unalaq okay with that? I think he kind of is. He is just that nuts and that devoted to this cause. His dream is to see the world that Juan had. The one that was not suited to humans whatsoever. When you had lion turtles that needed to protect them. There are no lion turtles left. Well, there might be a few left, but there aren't like as many as there were. The nations would be gone. Spirits will overrun everything. And it will just be chaos. It's not, you can't thrive in that. I don't think, would the spirits thrive? Maybe. Have the spirits been doing better? The spirits kind of seem neutral. They haven't been doing either good or bad since the whole thing separated. The humans, on the other hand, they definitely suffered under when the worlds were connected and together. So if you look at it in the big picture, separating them is kind of for the best. It benefits humans, and it really doesn't have an effect on the spirits. But yeah, I just don't see how Unalaq can actually merge with Vaatu. It just feels like an inherently light thing for someone to merge with a spirit. How on earth would it look? I don't think it could be possible to merge Unalaq with Vaatu because of the agreement they'd have to make. It would not be beneficial. It can't be similar to Rava's version of it, because that was to help each other. This wouldn't be to help. Help would be light, and that is against what Vaatu does. But yeah, still got hope for the twins. I feel like they could turn. I want them to turn. Now that they've seen the world that their father can sort of create, they would hopefully try and stop that, because again, they're people living in the world. If anything would unite them, it's that their fact that they have to live in this reality now. So hopefully they can fight to change it, because they are insanely powerful, and it would be amazing if they did work with them. Also, Eska and Bolin are now, they were in the same room. I'm surprised she had restraint and didn't try and attack him or something. That was good. Now they're in two separate worlds, so pretty good there. Jinora is still somewhere, we don't even know. Her spirit is just, it's been a week. This feels bad. Of course, Katara, I've got hope. She's amazing. She'll keep Jinora's body going and the whole, so I think that's like the thing. That's the worry with Aang. When he went into the spirit world and his body got separated. The worry was, if you're separated from your body too long, the whole chakra and energy flow of them comes to a stop, because you no longer have the spiritual energy in you keeping it all going. So Jinora's body doesn't have that anymore, so it's sort of shutting down. And if you get that back, it all starts up again. So it's like an engine, kind of, maybe. Yeah, now Katara is basically doing it artificially. So she's the one making the energy flow. It's probably, yeah, better description, a heart. That's what it is. Without her heart, the blood isn't moving. Katara is basically acting as a pacemaker. Then I do like what the gang did. Of course, they can't do anything huge. I like they were included in this sort of battle. Of course, Asami gets pushed to the side, sadly, again. I wanted to get more central plot or some kind of story. It feels bad that she's just been reduced to helping the dad get back to his wife. She's basically just the driver at this point. I wanted to be more than the driver. Of course, she's an amazing driver, but still. She should use that in combat and do stuff with the rest of the gang. Bolin and Mako had a good part in just actually fighting Unalaq. That was good. Of course, we knew they were going to lose. They're definitely not on the same skill level there. Hopefully this can maybe make them want to improve and just be able to fight alongside Korra better. And I think the standout from this episode is Bumi, just going from being underestimated to single-handedly taking out the entire base. That's amazing. Of course, Unalaq wasn't present. I'm sure if he was, things would have ended differently. But Bumi is insane. Of course, it's just him with chaos. He's able to work with chaos. Perfect. It makes me believe all of his stories are true now. And honestly, this has just done wonders for his character, seeing how much he's done here. He thrives in chaos. It's so perfect. It really draws you back to his namesake. And then just looking at this episode, I'm just happy how it handled all the characters involved. Because it's such a cosmic thing that the other characters can easily get lost in the fact that this is Korra's journey. She's the only one that can deal with this. With Aang, they could have all fought Ozai, but of course it was Aang's destiny to do it. It was right for history. It had to be him. But the others had a good role as well, and you knew they were powerful. If Aang needed them, they would be there. That was the thing. You could see them all fighting together. Even though they didn't, you could see them all fighting Ozai together. Here, you just can't see them all fighting Unalaq together. It has to be Korra, just because of the power difference here. Like you had Zuko and Ozai at one point where they fought and Zuko chose to turn away. He knew that it was the Avatar's fight. It was a choice to not fight. Here, it's not a choice. They just can't fight Unalaq because of how strong he is and how cosmic the plot is. And I just think it did a good job at giving them something to do and areas to work with while making them look impressive, while also dealing with this insane level of chaos. It still does make me concerned though going forward, because we've got 2 episodes left, and what can Asami and the rest do? Because of course Asami is just now away with the parents, so is she going to do anything? Bolin and Mako are in the spirit world with the Harmonic Convergence is going on, but they can't deal with it. I mean, they can just fight spirits. That's basically it, and it's a little. I don't know how they can be used well now that the base is gone. Their main purpose was distraction and take out the base. Perfectly suited for them. Now what? Now you're fighting Unalaq and the spirits and Vaatu. That's it. Can they do that? Will it feel satisfying with Korra fighting the biggest thing and those lot fighting, I guess, just the spirits? I think I'm just holding out hope that season 3 has, I guess, a more tamer plot compared to this, because this is just nuts. I don't see how they can do anything bigger than this. I'm just hoping season 3 we get a bit calmer, a bit lower, and I guess stakes, because it has to be lower. There's no way this can be bigger than this. Hopefully a bit lower stakes, where everyone can feel sort of on the same page with Korra being the centre, where you can have them all feeling like they can make a difference in this, rather than just only knowing that it has to be Korra through the whole thing, and not having to wonder what the rest of the group is going to do. To begin, I really enjoyed this episode for what it managed to do. Dealing with Korra and just seeing her motivation is just so nice, because now it does feel like she's truly found her purpose. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she just feels more confident and reassured in herself. At the start of this season, and I think the show itself, she's always felt kind of uneasy about what she's meant to be doing. She's always felt so almost wishy-washy in what her goal is meant to be. Of course, she managed to deal with Aman, she found her footing there, but now she just feels so reassured and far more confident than ever before. Her drive and anger actually feel well placed now. She is angry at what Unalaq is trying to do to the world, trying to replace the Avatar. It's a judgment on not just her, but the Avatar's role as a whole. She feels far more connected to it than just being Korra herself, and actually being Korra the Avatar. Of course, we also get to see her defeated here, but she gets back up. Awesome to see, and now she's in the spirit world, but also failed to close the portal. So it's going to be interesting going forward, because I do like it when she does fail and still gets back up. But I feel like each time she does that, she takes a bit from it and learns. I feel like in the past, whenever she did fail, she took it quite hard. The whole Aman thing, losing bending and all this stuff, she took that very difficultly. Now, I feel like she's managing to deal with it a whole lot better. She was pleading with Eska to help free her, and now she's seen that the Harmonic Convergence has freed Vaatu, and I don't think she's going to give up. I feel like she's going to be now more motivated to try and fight and stop him. Bumi, though, was just the highlight of this episode. Absolutely amazing. Starting with just him spreading some weird, funny stories around about his military days. Of course, Tenzin and no one else believing him, but I love that it showed off his strategy in there. Even if they were kind of crazy plans, you could still use them, even if they weren't true, which I still think they are now. Even if they weren't true, the plans there had solid strategies in them that could be applied to your current situation. So I do wish they believed him a bit more and actually used more of those strategies. Because the first one, it could have worked, aerial assault, that was kind of your only option. But of course, Unalaq's forces were prepared for that. But then Bumi just comes in and wins with just using chaos to his advantage. It makes me believe in all of his wacky stories. The fact that he came in, you had the one spirit that he was able to tame with the one with the flute and the music, didn't work on the rest, and he just went nuts. He used the situation to the utmost and managed to defeat the entire base single-handedly. I love what this did for Bumi, because now we get to see that he's not just the non-bender of the family, he is insanely capable. And it's not like from the last show with the Sokka being the non-bender, where he was skilled in other departments and also comedic relief. Bumi is the non-bender who is incredibly skilled with chaos. Sokka was skilled in survival instincts and all of this stuff. Bumi is just nuts, and he's like Bumi from Avatar, but without the earthbending. Able to think differently and think on the fly and just go with whatever situation presents you. Then Tenzin, I did really enjoy in this episode. Seeing him be far more serious was quite, I guess, nice, because he's always been serious in this show, but he's always had that sort of veil of comedy behind him. He's tried to stay serious, but he is also Aang and Katara's son. So he's never going to be fully serious. He puts it on. Tries to be serious, even though deep down he is a funny guy. This time, it's full serious. This tone he sets is actually real, rather than the facade that he puts on to try and present himself to be serious. This is actually him being full-on dead serious, because his daughter is in trouble. It's no longer him just trying to hide the whole Aang and Katara inside of him. He's fighting for his daughter, and I just love to see it. Because you can actually see the difference in his attitude compared to when in the previous episodes, where it was his attempts to present a face to other people, to present a serious and composed demeanour. This one is just, he's not hiding anything. This is just true Tenzin fighting for his child. Of course, he snaps at Bumi, but at least he was thankful at the end, and he did seem to appreciate what Bumi does a bit more by the end for actually saving them and getting them out. So again, these are just more points to build on the whole family dynamic there, that Tenzin can start just seeing his family for who they are and seeing him and them as more capable, even with Bumi not being a bender. All of them are just as important. Aang was in the wrong for how he raised them, but that's because he just didn't know any better. But now the three of them can fix their relationships through this whole experience and just seeing each other more clearly. Olin and Mako, very happy with what this episode did for them. It does make them continue to feel important. Yes, they were just the distraction, but I like how much emphasis it did give to them. They weren't just flying around causing chaos so that you could see Korra slip in. They had a whole scene devoted to them and just show off how cool their whole combat ability was. It wasn't just them throwing rocks and fire to try and get their attention. They actually had a good part in this. And I still love the fact that Bolin was able to just bend explosives. I mean, that's such a cool thing to do. Just think of the possibilities of that going forward. I mean, that in itself is like a combination of both fire and earth bending, and I hope that's something that they can just continue and just progress with. I just imagine Bolin throwing an explosive thing and then Mako being able to ignite it with fire. That just seems so insane. I just hope that they can keep this same relevance going forward, because yes, they're now in the spirit world, they fought Unalaq, but they were never going to stand a chance there. Unalaq is clearly Korra's villain. She's the only one that can take him on realistically. I feel like the only thing Mako and Bolin can do is fight the spirits, and that just feels a little... you don't even need to fight them. All you need to do is fight Unalaq. I doubt we're going to see Korra fight spirits when you still have Unalaq to deal with. You take out him, the spirits are free. You don't really have to fight them. So I'm just struggling to think what Mako and Bolin can do now. The southern pole is sort of kind of defeated. The base is gone. But it'll be very interesting to see what kind of role they play in the last 2 episodes. Asami, though, has to be my biggest gripe with this. She was the pilot on the plane. She did good there, but then she just got resorted to being the driver of the Sky Bison to take Tonraq back to his wife. It feels like the show does not know how to include her in the plot. She is just the driver at this point. Of course, she's an amazing driver, and that can be used in different ways. I still remember season 1. Loved the scenes where they were driving through the Republic City and basically being superheroes there. But here, it just feels so much weaker, considering how much everyone else is doing. Where's her shock glove that she was using in Republic City? Where's all of her other combat capabilities? Like the whole plot with her company, that just seems like it's gotten washed away now. I want to see her be more involved in this and actually have her be part of the main group. Right now, the only thing that kind of makes her feel involved is the whole relationship drama, which just drives me nuts. I do hope that she does get more to do in the last 2 episodes, but at this point, what can she do? She can only just drive people, and that's just sad to think about. Fighting spirits definitely feels... Well, we've seen Boomy do it, so maybe she has some way of doing it. I think she's the thing that I'm most concerned about, and I'm just hoping that that does get resolved, that she can do something in these final 2 episodes. And after this, I just hope that season 3 does treat her better, and we just get a more relevance for her, where she can do more and she can just feel more important to the plot. Then Unalaq, we get another step in his plan where he wants to become another avatar, but a dark one, an evil one. Technically, this would be true balance, which does interest me. If you wanted true balance, that would be the way to do it. Should you have true balance? That's the question. I love what kind of debate this sort of brings up, because the state of the world when it was in balance was not good for humans. It was fine for spirits, and spirits seem to be fine now. Unalaq's twisting them, but they didn't really have a negative consequence of being sent to another world. Humans, their only way to actually do better was to have the world to themselves and not deal with the spirits. Yet Unalaq doesn't see that. He sees balance as the only true reality that there should be. Of course, that doesn't take into account that it's just not the right thing to do. And to be the right thing to do would have to be in the light. Any right course of action would be with Rava. Unless you want to go down the route of having things be too good. Like, I think you can have the argument where if you want to stop people dying's a bad thing. I think, from an emotional standpoint, dying is a bad thing. So the good thing to do would be to stop all people dying. But then that comes with overpopulation, all this stuff, and you can almost see dying as sort of a mercy in some cases, where dying can be a good thing. That would be an instance of too much light, where people, I guess, you just don't let people die. I don't know what kind of tangent I'm going on. I think I had a point here. Yeah, so I think Korra, though, this show, there isn't really a too much light. I'm going under the impression of a light/right thing to do is just connected to Rava. Unalaq and balance and Vaatu will always be negative. No matter what the outcome of what they try to do, it will have an overall negative effect on everything and reality. Bringing balance back now will only have a negative impact. It won't negatively impact the spirits, but it will negatively impact humanity. But Unalaq doesn't care. He sees the negative as necessary to restore balance, even though balance itself is not the right thing to do. And that is what I think will convince the twins to turn. Because right now they've shown little cracks. We're seeing that they are desperately trying to cling to reason that what their father is doing is right, even though they don't understand it. Their whole defense was, if the dad says it's good, we're going to stick with him. Now they're going to see for themselves that it's not good. And hopefully maybe he can even admit that it's not good. Everything he's doing isn't good. I would think that he would even admit that. He's not trying to be good, he's trying to make balance. Balance is not good. Yeah, Unalaq himself is definitely becoming more interesting. Actually, no, his plan is becoming more interesting. I still want some kind of thing devoted to him to understand how he got to this conclusion. How on earth did he find, I feel like he probably read some books, probably got spiritually inclined and wanted to find all this stuff about Vaatu. Then maybe he's just born evil, but then I feel like that's kind of, maybe that can work. And if that's the case, I would like to see how he got his plan. but it feels like something hurt him in the past, and then he learned that maybe balance is the true way of nature, and that he wants to restore balance to everything after discovering the spirit stuff in Vaatu and Rava. It feels like he just needs a bit of building and backing from his past, because we don't understand why he's doing what he's doing. All it is that he's close to the spirits, and he just seems to be nuts and wants to create true balance. What got him here to begin with? What led him down this path and this journey? It feels like it's far more focused on the main plot and just having it for Korra, rather than filling out this villain to be compelling. I don't feel connected to him in the sense I did Aman, where we got a beautiful backstory for him, where he was a hurt individual, where you actually got to feel sympathy for him and got some understanding there, while still accepting that he is a bad guy for what he is doing. Yet Unalaq, there's just no connection to him. He's just a religious zealot who fully believes in this without logical reason. He is incredibly determined in this belief system. I want to know what got him here. I want to know why he is doing this. Well, I mean, we kind of know why. It's just, yeah, I want to know what got him here. We know why. We know how he plans to do it. But it seems like he was just born evil and getting his brother banished and that whole thing. I want some more backing. I want a deeper understanding of this character and their journey. Then as for what's next, this episode kind of leaves in a very daunting place. Korra, Mako and Bolin, and I think Bumi, Tenzin and Kaya are all in the spirit world. I think all the siblings went in. I know Tenzin definitely did. I think the other two went in too. Yeah, they all went in. Korra tried to close the portal, failed. Harmonic Convergence has happened and Vaatu is free. So in my understanding, I think Harmonic Convergence is just an event that happens every 10,000 years. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't shape the world. But with Vaatu just being free means his influence spreads. That's what that is. That's why the world turned purple, because his influence has spread and he's still just powerful and whatever, because he and Rava are no longer together. If they were together, you'd see more balance, but of course that's not the case. So him being free and Rava with the Avatar, his power just immediately spreads instantly. Harmonic Convergence is just the moment when the spirit world and the human world connects. So when that is over, he should be less powerful, or at least kind of, maybe, and then you can trap him in the tree. The portal's still open after the convergence is done. So I'm just trying to think, how can they sort of stop this? Could Vaatu escape into the human world and do stuff there? But then if that is the case and the Harmonic Convergence ends, you can still try and drag him back to the portals and just shove him in the tree again. I feel like he can still be shoved in the tree. The only issue is, if Unalaq does merge with him, that seems iffy. But of course, I think the thing I'm holding out hope for is the bending part of this all. One had all four bending, or at least Rava had all four bending when they merged. Unalaq does not. He only has water bending. I also feel like Wan was the one that actually had a direct connection with the spirit turtles. So but then of course it's do other people reincarnate? I'm guessing since Unalaq was born with bending, he did not have the connection with the spirit with the lion turtles. So maybe this whole fusing thing won't work, or everyone kind of reincarnates but without their spirit. So the first person who did get, so his like reincarnated ancestor or whatever, whoever he was at the time of the Spirit Turtles, had the Spirit Turtle connection to give him, to grant water bending. But no, that doesn't make sense, because then there are still water tribe people born without bending. Never mind. I'm just hoping that there is some flaw to this, that he doesn't there's like a problem that he can't fuse with Vaatu. That just seems way too nuts, because then how would you stop that? Even if you kill him, he gets reborn. You'd constantly have this threat of evil no matter what, and you'd have a child at that point be born with this thing part in them. They would actually have someone born evil. It just feels like a nightmare that I just don't want to be brought into this world. So I'm really hoping that there is a flaw, that they can't actually do this. There is a way for it to just not happen. That it is an impossibility. Yeah, that does seem like where this is going next. And I'm just hoping Korra can just beat him soon. This is her perfect villain. It's someone you just have to punch. So this is perfectly in her wheelhouse. I just can't wait to see how she does solve this. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Much good. Very good setup to, I guess, the final two episodes now. Getting into the conflict, we can see where this is going. It's getting super chaotic. The only downside is how they're treating Asami, and at least Mako and Bolin are treated better than her. Yeah, Korra's journey, love seeing that and love where it's gotten her. I love the nuance in her personality, and plus Tenzin, just how they've gotten to this point and how different they feel compared to, I guess, earlier appearances. But I do think the plot is just getting too big. It's fun, it's nice, it's cool lore stuff. I think the characters themselves, though, have been a bit left behind in compared to this entire thing. Korra as an individual, we're not really following or watching the Avatar right now. Korra does feel like she's one with the Avatar, which is a good thing, but it doesn't feel like it's Korra's journey. It feels like it might even be Wan's journey at this point. I think her journey is kind of done, just seeing how confident she's gotten and how connected she is with this Avatar spirit now. So I think the best way to describe this is just a bit messy and chaotic, just because of how big the plot has gotten and how difficult that means getting everyone in is. Asami's already suffering from this giant plot, so now it's going to be interesting to see how they do make the main character benefit from defeating this threat. Korra found herself at the end of the first season, finding Aang with the spirit stuff, all of this stuff. So it'll just be interesting to see how Korra will grow after you deal with this giant cosmic thing that is the fate of all existence. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for Season 2, Episode 13. See ya!